The Sacramento River is the heart of California's water supply for millions of people. It's also the home for blue herons, sandhill cranes, and 57 species of fish and other wildlife now threatened by the decline of the delta.
This is where the basis of the food chain starts.
Governor Brown says he's trying to balance protecting the marshlands with California's unquenchable thirst for water. The twin tunnels would carry water 35 miles underneath the delta to pumping stations that would then divert the water as far south as San Diego. But the plan also includes 22 conservation projects designed to help preserve the delta's natural habitat.
65,000 acres is, what's the initial target that we're looking at for tidal marsh restoration, which is essentially ideally will look like this.
The project also includes floodplain restoration, and ultimately, the state wants to protect 100,000 acres of wetlands. The delta's ecosystem is incredibly fragile, and over the years, the levees have become vulnerable to floods and earthquakes, putting all this natural habitat and wildlife beauty at risk. Under the governor's plan, saving the delta begins by protecting these Tule marshes.
This is the area that all the productivity happens. The small creatures at the base of the food chain come out of these marshes and feed the rest of the delta.
But the prospect of building twin tunnels 40 feet in diameter through the delta has sparked strong opposition, especially from fishermen.
We're opposed to the project because of the lack of any safeguards for the health of the fisheries.
And many boaters in the delta are concerned the tunnels could threaten their way of life.
When you take away the water, it's kind of hard to sail and, boat water skiing. If there's no water, there's no boating.
The governor's plan is ambitious, and smooth sailing is not in the forecast. Well, Twin Tunnels opponents tell me they're planning to bus in hundreds of people for a big rally at the state capitol tomorrow, Friday the 13th. It's the same day that public comment begins on this Bay Delta conservation plan.
When you look ahead to next year with all this, Mike, do you think that the Twin Tunnels will become a campaign issue?
Well, a lot of folks would like to make it an issue. Certainly, Governor Brown has put a lot of political capital into this. There's no doubt about that. It's a legacy project that he's deeply committed to. You can bet the folks rallying at the Capitol tomorrow will be trying to send a message to the governor.